Okay, friends, you're welcome back again to the Chima the Educator video channel. If you look at this channel, we do quite a lot of things. We'll prepare videos on how to make money online, especially through cryptocurrency. So if you're new, you got to know what we do here. Also, we prepare videos that are training videos. Training videos. That's the key things we do here as long as this channel is concerned. So we're the Chima the Educator, we educate. So in today's video, we'll be looking at part of our training, and today is on Crypto Knowledge Bank. There are some terms in crypto you need to understand. So today I'll be looking at a very special one, and that is what we call DeFi. So what is DeFi? If you are new to the blockchain project or cryptocurrency project, you may have heard about DeFi and all of this. The question is, what is he all about? How is he applied? What has he got to do with a time like this? Because I know some years back we were not hearing anything like this. So what has he got to do with crypto? What has he got to do with blockchain? What has he got to do with a time like this? So in this short video, this is exactly what I'm going to talk about. Like I told you, this is from the Chima the Educator video channel. Please, if you are new to this channel, we encourage you, do well to subscribe to our channel. You're going to benefit from doing that. We'll have a lot of videos that will serve your best of interest. So let's go now and look at this video, in a very short and meaningful way right away. The question is, DeFi, what is it all about? DeFi is a short form of decentralized finance. So look at the word DeFi, decentralized finance. And for some of us who are watching this video right now, when you look at the word decentralized is just the opposite of centralized. So let me make it clear to you. If you don't know what centralized means, anytime you're discussing economy, finance, macroeconomics, national, whatever, economy, whatever, and you mention or politics, you mention it's centralized, you are talking about a government-controlled structure or system. Are you getting this? A centralized central government and all that. But when you say decentralized, it means a system or a structure that's not in a total control of government. That's what it is. So when we talk about decentralized finance, what actually are we talking about? Let me now explain it. This is a form of peer-to-peer financial and crypto-based transactions. Now get it clearly. The word DeFi, decentralized finance, as a phrase can be used primarily on financial movements or transactions. Or as it is today, the crypto world uses it so much because that's where it has become so prominent because of the place of cryptocurrency and blockchain projects in the world we are today, the digital revolution. But ordinarily, that word DeFi, like finance, is a form of peer-to-peer financial and crypto-based transaction. It's a kind of peer-to-peer financial transactions. When I say peer-to-peer, what does that mean? Person to person. That is, there's no third party. Let me just get you to understand this. The decentralized financial system, there's a third party. Let me give you an instance. A friend wants to send him money right now. That friend could be anywhere in the world. And that's the friend there. Person one, you two. The person asks for your account number. You send your account number. And you know what? The person is going to send that money to your bank. Ordinarily, what's supposed to concern bank now? Nothing. The money coming from your friend coming to you should have been directly done. But in a centralized system, that money will go to a third party, your bank. Your bank that is not supposed to know that you are getting money from a friend, getting money from a colleague, someone is sending money, who must know it. That's a centralized controlled system. So if there are some things wrong, a kind of an atom of fraud involved in that transaction, your bank working under the government is going to intervene. That's why sometimes transfers are made and it's not going to get to you because someone is in control of that transfer. Do you understand? But in peer-to-peer, person-to-person, two persons are involved, you and the guy over there. There's no central control. There's no centralized, dictation of what happens to the money. And that's what DeFi is all about. It happens outside the dictate and control of a central authority, that is the government. Now, I want you to understand, like I said earlier, it's not just about crypto now. As long as the digital revolution is concerned, DeFi is part of the digital revolution component. So for those of us, even in education, in health, as long as this time is concerned, you must know that we have come to the age of DeFi, decentralized finance. And it's going to affect so many things we do as a people. Now I'm going to tell you much more about DeFi. Now let's go. This decentralized finance uses the blockchain technology. Now, when we say blockchain technology, you're going to understand it in brief. We're going to talk about it. Transactions are carried out on the blockchain through some decentralized application softwares. Everything you see that happens in crypto world, blockchain projects, there are apps, there are softwares, there are routes, there are a lot of things that go on. Application softwares are there because when you see access movements from one part of the computer system to the other, definitely there are softwares that are doing it. So these softwares we use in DeFi, decentralized finance, we call them decentralized applications. For some of us, you have been seeing sometimes, like for instance, you go to your Trust wallet, you see dApps. I'm sure you must have seen things like that. You see dApps, D-A-P-P-S, something like this. And some of us don't know what actually stands for. That DApp simply means decentralized application software, decentralized applications. And these are the applications that coordinates every financial crypto-based transactions going on through the blockchain as long as DeFi is concerned. So you need to know all of this. These are, real things you need to, the major things you need to know when it comes to DeFi as a crypto term. Now, I'm going to take the last part of this short video. The first thing there is, what are the pros of DeFi? That's the advantages of DeFi. Number one, accessibility. There are many unbanked populations all over the world, even in advanced nations, either in the developed countries. There are some parts of the countries where people are not banked. They don't have access to banking. But you know what? With DeFi, as long as you have access to internet, you can access it. It's so accessible to. That's a world of less control by the government. You don't need so much, applying for this, filling this form and all that. Just with internet connection, you have access to DeFi. So it's well accessible by every global citizen, as long as internet is there for you. Number two, there's low fee transaction. You know why there's low fee? Because just look at something that's done between two persons. Okay, guy, you're owing me $50K. Just send it to me. I don't necessarily need to request for fee. The fee shouldn't be much. The little fee that is charged is that, the miners and all that, what we call, all this gas fee and all that. Because all those blockchain movements, something is going on there. And it's so minimal. But you know what? In the centralized system, when banks want to charge you fee for that transfer of money from your friend to yourself, they are considering their workers. So they're thinking of how to make money to pay for the building. They're thinking about how to make money to pay for tasks. They're thinking about how to make money to pay for their staff. So they charge so much. But in decentralized finance, the fee is so low. That is great thing. That's one thing you're going to know. Now, autonomy is completely out of government control. These are some of the benefits or the advantages of DeFi. Then the next thing is that security and transparency. You know what? Every transactions of DeFi are published on blockchain. They are published on blockchain where everyone can view it via a transaction highlight. You know what? Anytime, for instance, let me give you an instance now. Anytime someone sends you a cryptocurrency, one of the things you're going to ask for to verify whether you have been sent is what we call a transaction hash ID. That's a transaction ID. Because once you follow that transaction ID, you go to the blockchain, you're going to see everything. The amount of crypto sent, everything. The particular address that sent that crypto, you're going to see it. And it's there for everyone to see. So with the hash ID, you can see every information. In fact, if you go to blockchain, you're going to see a lot of information. Millions, as it's running every single day, is quite open. So it's transparent and well secure. Blockchains are immutable. So nobody can go there and alter it. So if a transaction of $100 has taken place, someone cannot go there and change it to $120 now. But the banking guys, the guys there, fraudulent guys there can do that. And you know it. Now, fund transfer, DeFi allows individuals to transfer capital around the world. And that's why sometimes it's easy for, fraudulent people, these people that engage in money laundering to use it. And that's why you see many governments of the world are against it. Because if you go through the centralized system, there are a kind of money you transfer, government will say, no, something is going on wrong. But people use, decentralized finance to push away or transfer huge amounts of money out there without the notice of the government, and it's completely out of the control of government. So that's it. Now, the last part of this video is the coins of DeFi. There are still some things. It's very complex. That's why a lot of people are confused. There are so many things about blockchain projects, DeFi, too much. May not know all of them. Myself teaching this, I don't know everything about this. Secondly, there are high risk of untraceable fraud and scams. People can scam you. So people are coming out with a lot of fake version of the real thing. And once there's a fraud or scam, it's very difficult to trace it. But unlike the centralized system, through the account number or whoever that does it, the government can trace and get the culprits. But in this case, it's very difficult to trace fraud and scams. And then number 3, high level of volatility. The price changes. That's why people lose money on crypto and DeFi and all that. Because you see a coin today trading at this moment in the last few minutes at $80. Before you know it has gone down, crashed to $20. So the volatility level is too high. But if something is happening in the centralized system, government can put up some policies, monetary and fiscal policies, to wage against that. But here, who does that? Nobody's in control. So the market forces that you're not seeing can cause great damages. So while using DeFi, think about advantages, think about disadvantages. Learn as much as you need to learn, and I'm going to encourage you to be part of this channel by subscribing to this channel, because we'll have more of this we're going to be bringing your way. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and do not forget to share it. I wish you the best. That is Chima the Educator Video Channels. God bless you. Thanks for watching.